Hello everyone and welcome back to another Tomato Sauce stream. Today we're going to be playing some Rush. We're not super worried about actually hitting KoG today. We're just going to kind of play games to test out the new ban list because we do have a new ban list going on. So if we just go straight into Duel Links, we can already see that so many of our decks here have been completely... not really destroyed, but we have a lot of little exclamation marks just scattered across our decks as the new ban list has kind of hit us a little bit hard. A lot of these decks we were playing the Majesty, so with Majesty now limited to 3, it's gotten a little bit awkward, which is not the end of the world, but it is very noticeable. Now, the new ban list we got is very interesting because what it has done is made Ancient Arise and Dragonic Pressure both look a little bit tastier. So what we're probably going to do is play some Ancient Arise today, see how we do with the deck, because we have played it in a couple of tournaments. One of the tournaments we just bricked out of completely. The other one we did make it to the finals and got high rolled by the best deck in the game. So all in all, I think the deck is in a pretty good place right now. So we're probably going to jam that for a little bit today. Following that, we will be playing a little bit of KC Cup, and that is because, obviously, there's the rewards we want, as well as we haven't played the Fluffals in a while because we've been kind of very rush-focused recently, so I think getting back on the Fluffle train could be quite fun. And also very distractingly, you can probably see there is a little HelloFresh thing over there. That's just going to be there for a bit. You don't have to worry about it too much, but, you know, I use HelloFresh. I've used it in the past. It's good food. You know, when you get offered the sponsorship, you take it, don't you? But, for now, I guess we're just going to fire on in and play some Rush ranked with our Ancient Arise and see how it goes. Now, the actual build, yet to be finalized, right? We don't know if we still necessarily want to be playing the Beast Engine, but it's very... I don't want to say it's necessarily consistent, because it's not always. The deck feels like it should be consistent. And the deck is positioned in quite a nice place where you can use quite a nice skill and still include Dragius in your deck. Oh, I'm wondering if this is going to be a theme, if we're going to run into a lot of Lukes today, because obviously of the new ban list. Right, let's see which flavour of Luke we're against. We're going first, which is generally not ideal, but it is what it is. We will probably just hold onto the Burning Blaze here and then just pass. Having these 3 in the graveyard means we will have Paku Pakichu set up for the next turn. If Paku does live, that's also pretty good because it means we can just get his effect off, which looks like it's not going to matter anyway. Okay, so we're just going all on the defense. This is another awkward thing with Ancient Arise, which is if you're not... like, do we even bother going aggressive here? I don't think we do. I think we just pass. Like, if we don't have Dragius, we don't have a way to get to our opponent's life points. So right now, we're just going to increase the number of cards that we have. Oh, so he's just playing aggro. That's interesting. So he has got a lot of back row. Again, it does not matter. We just bide our time. We're going to have more cards than him, more monsters. Which means we're going to be A-okay to just keep doing the pass game until we draw out our Dragius, and then we can start playing the game. The issue is, if he finds his Dragius first, that's going to put us in a bit of an awkward position. But we are going to win the deck out game if it does come to that. I don't even think we set that. There's literally no point. He's just going to hammer crush it. Okay, he's got the Prima. Prima is a weird one to go for here, but I guess that's fine. Shield and Sword. I don't think that's worth just firing off here. How do we want to play this, though? We don't really want to get aggressive right now, just because there's not going to be much of a payoff. And he's probably going to have some of his back row live and just pop our monsters. So we're kind of happy just to chill for now. Again, until we find our big boss monsters, we just don't really want to go aggressive. There's not really much to do here. I guess we'll just set like a performer or something. It's overall not doing much for us. Alright, here comes probably a Dragius. Oh no, it's Ancient Arise. Interesting, interesting. I don't know. Like, are we just playing like old dragon aggro, maybe? Curious as to what the logic of playing this is now. Okay, so now that we've actually got some cards that we can mess around with, I guess we'll start popping off. So we'll start out with a Shield and Sword. We don't have any, like, super interesting big play to make. So we're probably going to just start firing stuff off. Let's go Essel first. Activate Essel effect. Mill 2. We will then... Does it really matter? Because we could just hold this. But don't hate. We have to get over this, ideally, with one of our bigger boys, which will be fine. So we'll tribute over this. Then we will... I guess it comes down to what the third monster we want to end up with. Which I guess is fine to just be like a Silver Wolf for it. So we'll activate. If we weaken this down, it plays around Barrier, I guess. So I guess we'll do that. Tribute off of this. Activate the skill. Boost this up. We don't need to send a card to the graveyard. We should be fine here. Then we'll set. We will set. We'll go to Le Battle Phase. And we'll see what he's got. Let's see if he has the widespread. No widespread. Ooh. Color me intrigued. So we'll just get him for a bunch of damage. And then we simply pass the turn. Zaki boys with the nice Max C. Yeah? Not quite, but I get the idea. You know, a handful of cards. And hello to Matt. Hello, Grand Harrier. Welcome, welcome on in. Alright. So our opponent's just popping off right now. How many back row hate is he going to have? So he does immediately hit the widespread, which is a little bit annoying. But he's probably going to have a second back row hit anyway, so it won't matter. There's got to be a Dragius coming down. Yeah, okay. If he actually only has the one back row hate and just won the 50-50, oh, that's sad. That's very sad. I mean, it's a 50-50, right? The chances of him hitting it aren't bad. Okay, so currently we only have one... that kind of sorts us out. We are going to want to not mill anything else to the graveyard, really. You're quite a good body to end on. Which means we'd want to get you out. We'd have to do that one first. We'll start out with this. Go ahead and... Actually, why am I even bothering? I'm going to pop this. There's literally no reason at all to do that, but we've done it now. Next up, we will... Normal summon. Activate the effect of Phoenix Dragon. We'll discard and bring back... We do have the Dragius engraved, but I don't really want the Dragius in hand right now, so I think we're just going to take the Clear Ice back. And we'll Tribute 1, Tribute 2. Activate the effect. Go ahead and put this back, and this back. Go ahead and pop this. Summon out the Performer. Activate the effect. Tribute over. Then I guess there's no reason to not use Clear Ice here. We put Phoenix Dragon back into our deck, and then we can start messing with our opponent's graveyard. Oh god, he's got so much stuff that he just wants in here, doesn't he? Yeah, go on, then put those two back. Then we can activate our skill. Boost this up. And... Are we going to bother sending a card to grave? I think we probably should, since we do have both of them in there currently. We'll go to battle. We'll swing into his widespread ruin. Well, no widespread. No widespread? Which means he has to have the barrier now. Or the guard even. He has to have the guard. Boom! Boom. Tomato sauce. Yeah? Just loving the HA. Tomasto sauce. Tomasto. I'm trying to like see. I'm trying to like unwrap that. Like digest it. Okay, first game went pretty good. So we will save that replay. We're mostly here farming replays at the moment, just for the video. That's kind of what we're doing at the moment. Because what I really want to do is I really want to play some KC Cup. Not even necessarily like for KC. Imagine your real name is Thomas. Unfortunately, my real name is Matt, which is in Tomato, right? If you add a T in. But, you know, it's unfortunately not Tom. Because I remember I've played games before, like on voice comms with the name Tomato Sauce. And people will always be like, hey, Tom, like, you're up. And I'll be like, wait, are you talking to me? No one's ever called me Tom before. Alright, we've got 3 defense mode. Looks like we are... Interesting. So, what is our opponent up to? Is this Ancient Forces? Just with a card that stops half of the deck from working? Well, let's see if Essel's got anything for us. Essel does have something for us, which is quite nice, I suppose. So we will bring back Burning Blaze Dragon. It's not really much point to do a lot else here. There's no real reason to summon out Clear Ice. And the reason not is because we can just hold this in hand and have it as a good answer to whatever he does next turn. The only reason would be if this thing has a big butt, which it might have a big butt. But we're going to just imagine it doesn't. Because even so, him having a body is not the end of the world. It's not great. But it's not terrible. And I'd rather have an answer for whatever he does next turn. Organic nicknames like that are fun, though. I mean, yeah. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Okay, so we're going for the Slugger. So he has got his little combo off, but like, where does this go now? Is the Ancient Arise just for show? So we are on Bunker Strike. This could still be either or. I'm starting to lean towards this Dragonic Resonance with just like Ancient Arise kind of slapped in. Although I don't see why you would do that. Why would you do that instead of just having Dragonic Slayer? Slayer is like so good. The only reason to play Arise over Slayer would be you're worried about the barrier. But like Slayer just pops barrier. So I don't know what our opponent is on today. What's good? Barbecue sauce. So fun fact, actually, the name Tomato Sauce was actually originally because I was playing like MMOs and stuff, and I ran out of names, right? Because you know you play an MMO, you get a bunch of alts, and I just started naming shit based on stuff that was on my desk, and I just had a bottle of tomato ketchup, which frequently here in the UK we just call tomato sauce. So I just was like, yeah, Tomato Sauce is my character's name. And then it kind of just slowly evolved into Tomato Sauce. And that's it. That's the history of the name. There's nothing particularly exciting in there, but that's how it came to be. This is awkward. I mean, we can do this plus this, I guess, which is fine. Just it gets eaten by like so much. I mean, I guess we try for it, right? So we'll go for the Performer, boost that. Tribute over this. Activate the skill. Boost this. I don't see a point in sending that to grave, I'd rather draw it out. I don't also see a point in filling up the graveyard right now. Like, we're kind of in an okay spot. I will change this to defense, though, because I don't expect these attacks to go through. Yeah, I fully don't expect these to both go through. So we'll let that one, like, pop that. We'll attack over this. We still have an okay shield here. Although we are in the danger zone if he does draw the Wombo combo. Which would be, if this is a Dragonic Pressure, we'll probably get smoked here. I figured, okay, so wait, why did you have a bottle on your desk? You know, you sat there, you have Chippy, you have Chippy foot tea. You know, get some fish and chips in, put some ketchup on it, and then it's just there on the desk until you you know, get rid of it. Until you take it down and put it back in the fridge. Or because some people, because we're a fridge family, right? We're always like ketchup in the fridge. But I know a lot of people don't do fridge. And to me, that's just weird. It's very strange to not put ketchup in the fridge. Play in Matos in Duel Links when. I wish Tomatoes was a like competitive deck, because I would play that in Duel Links, right? I would do that. But they're a bit awkward, right? I have everything on my desk: snacks, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, books, consoles, gloves. I mean, my desk, so at the moment we've got coffee. We've got the obvious stuff like the phone. We have like just random cards. Like we got Magic the Gathering cards. We have like old Magic the Gathering cards as well. See if that focuses or not. Is that going to focus? No, it's not going to focus. But we have Magic the Gathering cards. As well as just other random... We even have like an old Yu-Gi-Oh tip card. I don't know if anyone remembers these. I just have so much like random tat. Ooh, I need to kind of concentrate for this. The issue this hand is going to have is no matter what, I have to end with a really crappy monster in attack mode. I guess I don't have... No, but I have to play around... I'm not... I think I have to play around the barrier, right? Because this guy's so many back row. As awkward as it is, and as much as I'd like to not leave a 400 attack monster in attack mode, I would feel really, really silly if he just had... Like, oh, for God's sake, both those mills were so bad for me. Okay, it looks like we probably didn't have to worry. So this could get a bit dicey, especially if there's a TSA face down. Pantry until opened, then the fridge. Yeah, that's generally what I do as well. I also love the idea that you're such a prolific alter, you can't come up with more names. So we've had names in the past, but you know, like when you're younger and you use like really cringy names? Like, we kind of were in that stage for a long time. And then we were like, I don't want to be called like XX, Death God X. By the way, I never use that name, but I don't want to use names like that. So we were like, oh, we're just going to try and go on to like something else. Tell me, is it possible to put Moonlit Rose Dragon in TG? I could not tell you, my friend. That is above my jurisdiction. Ooh. Is this death? This might be death. I haven't done the math. I'm not going to. The selection box Rose Dragon deck. 10 character limit per server in WoW. Unacceptable. I mean, you know, is what it is. Cool. I'm probably going to play TG this Casey Cup. TG looks so much fun. So much fun. Hot Rod 49 at Gmail. So, in my, like, teenage years, I had, like, some pretty cringe names. Like, I'm not going to, like, dance around that. Ooh. How much are we actually going to take here? Another 300 damage. Are we alive? Oh, he can't attack because he used his skill. Okay. I mean, we'll take it. I don't think that's worth saving a replay. But we'll take the win. We always take the win. Alright, let's go again. Let's see what we get. Did you ever have a nickname growing up? Actual nickname? No, not really. I'm trying to, like, think here if I actually had anything at all. No, I'm pretty sure I just didn't. Because, like, a lot of people's nicknames, like, where I grew up, were all to do with their surnames. And my surname isn't very, like, nicknameable. Rhonda? I don't even know where to begin with breaking that down. We're going over 3 hours for KoG. Maybe? I think we probably spent about 2 hours last time. God, this hand is less than ideal, let's put it that way. Do I just slap down the big boy and then just, like, kind of call it there? No matter what, we can't end with 3 tribute monsters in hand. That's just suicide. So I think we are just going to get this thing in defense. Are we? Yeah. No. Alright, let's get a little bit greedy. Let's get a little bit greedy. Tribute set this, and then we'll just end. This is greedy, but I don't really want to end with just one monster. That means I'm just going to take so much damage. And if we do just draw 3 normals, we will be fine. We'll have to see what happens. Ooh, I mean, if he flips this, we'll be fine. Ugh. Okay, what's the other card going to be though? Because that means you just can't attack over this. Yeah, okay, we get to keep our monster. Alright. And he attacked in the wrong order. Alright. How are we still bricking? Alright, we have to do this. Change this to attack. Activate the skill. Boost this up. And we will send this to grave just because I don't want to draw it. With that in grave and all of this, there's only Ancient Arise is the last, like, tribute monster we have in our deck. We'll get over this. We'll get over this. And then we simply pass the turn. To make it simple, during primary school, we would give out Christmas cards to each other, and this girl had put my name as Rhonda in the card, and apparently she thought it had been my name the whole year. So yeah, everyone started calling me Rhonda. As far as nicknames go, that's not a bad one. Some kids at my school had very, not necessarily like hurtful nicknames, but they were a lot worse than Rhonda. Let's put it that way. Well, we're taking a chunk of damage here. There's not a lot we can do about that. The issue is, at this point, he could just draw the max at any point and just kill us. But I suppose that's always the risk. Oh, it's still just not... just not quite seeing what we want to see here. I think we still just hold the Dragius, right? No matter how we do this, it's so awkward. I think I'm at the point where he just kills me if he gets the maximum either way, so that doesn't matter. The issue is, he's going to be close to just killing me with an SRM as well. Alright, I think we're going to go for this. We're going to go for the Dragius here. It kind of sucks. But I think it's the best chance we've got. So we get rid of this. And we are actually going to get rid of the dealer. That's because I really don't want him to draw into the max. He's probably just going to like hard draw the max now anyway, and I can't do anything about it. And the reason I can't do anything about it is because Konami got rid of the card that can get rid of it. Oh, that can't get rid of it. It can deal with it, which is very annoying, but it is what it is. Yeah, there we go. And that's just game. Nothing we can do about that. We were bricking the entire time, by the way. Like, that entire game from turn 1, we were stuck with high levels in our hand. Now, we could have just summoned them and tributed over them, but, like, statistically, we should draw out of it before that happens, but it did not. I did not need nicknames. My full name is Earl Rufus Simpson. That's quite a nice name, to be honest. It's very, it's got a lot of character behind it, right? I was called Just Play Rufus or Rough Dog, among other names. I mean, Rough Dog's a nickname. That's a good nickname as well. My GMA gave me the second name, Rufus, I believe, so I like it. In school, we called redheads Bluey. No idea why. That is a bit weird. Never had a nickname. Everyone just called me Chris or by my surname, and that's pretty common in Germany, I think. Yeah, in the UK, people call each other their, like, surname with, like, a Y on the end, just constantly. That's just, like, a normal thing. Like, these hands are, like, so close to being, like, fine, and then they're not. Just... These are the only 2 high levels in the... Oh, no, we have 3. We have 2 Dragius, that's right. Alright, we'll do this. We're probably just going to have to get rid of Phoenix Dragon, unfortunately. Speedy Performer has a chance to live, so we're going to try and let Speedy Performer, like, survive. As much as we'd like to maintain the Phoenix Dragon. Alright, let's see what he's got. 1... Okay, so this is probably based on the fact he's got these in his deck. A Dragonic Resonance deck. Oh wait, no, he can't be Dragonic Resonance. What are you playing? Why are we playing Lesser Dragons in this deck? Hey, Dwan. Welcome, welcome on in. I think that's the main issue that I've actually had with the Ancient Forces deck, is bricking on high levels, right? It happens so much, even though, like, in my mind, it should never happen, right? You play 3 level 7 monsters, and then you play 4 level 6 monsters. So, like, it should have a nicer curve than a lot of the other decks. I'm actually thinking of dropping a Dragius, but then it comes down to... If you have to see that one Dragius to get to your opponent's life points, which just feels awkward. The alternative is that we drop Ancient Arise, but that also feels awkward. Oh, it's Harpies? Why are we playing Lesser Dragon in Harpies? Oh, because it's like the Dragon Engine Harpies, where you're playing like the Dragon back row hate. Funny, in DL meta, the only deck in tier list is Royal Rebels, and it's only on tier 2. Yeah, apparently it's gotten all, like, messed up because of it's basically expecting there to be as many decks as there is. Oh, come on, what is this sound? As there is in Speed, and thus that, like, messes it up. I know Brad was saying something about it before. Okay. The issue is, if his back row is like anything meaningful, we kind of get cooked here. But, I mean, we can't do anything else other than just go for it. So we'll see what happens. Tribute everything. If his back row is the... I mean, it has to be exactly widespread. But if it is, there's nothing we could do. We were always losing this game. Cat Pigeons is fine. I mean, it's not fine. We can't clear here now, but... Like, it's better than losing the Dragius. There was no other way to do that as well, was there? We went down to 18, so we needed to reduce this twice. Reducing this would have not done anything for us. So he's going to clear our whole board, and he's got triple back row, and we're still bricking on Ancient Arise Dragon. Frustrating. It's very frustrating. Last question. Is it okay if I replace Shisaga with the Magician that destroys back row? I'll let someone else take that. See, now we have to deal with 2 tribute monsters protected by 3 back row whilst we still have a brick in our hand. So this is really not looking good for us. And we brick on the draw as well. Sometimes I really think that this game just doesn't want me to win. We have to weaken this. The problem is if he has counter pigeon. We can't even attack over that. The alternative is that we go like a balls to the walls Ancient Arise Dragon play, but that seems really bad as well. Alright, we're gonna do this. Tribute over for this. Tribute over for this. We'll activate Clear Ice. Tribute 2 dragons to pop Pet Dragon. Well, you can't pop Pet Dragon because that's too much defense. Put this back in. Oh, I should have put the other one back in as well. That was bad of me. Right, Ancient Forces. Does it make a huge difference? Not really. We'll just go for this. Sure, we'll send a card to the graveyard. Right, we go to battle. We swing. Then he flips over his widespread, because of course he's drawn his widespread. And then we die. Ah, we just keep bricking. All right, we're gonna have to change something. The problem is, I feel like it should be quite a nice curve here, but it's just not. It's just not. So we'll try reducing the number of tribute monsters down by 1. But I guarantee now we're gonna run into the opposite problem where we're just gonna keep bricking, but now on low levels. Alright, so we've taken out one Dragius to try and smooth it out, right? The problem we've been having is every loss we've had so far is because we've been bricking on high levels. Every single one, right? So we've reduced the number of high levels, and I'm now expecting us to not ever find enough high levels and lose for the exact opposite reason. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're actually playing a Roman skill, so this could actually just be Psychic. I really don't see a point in getting too aggressive here. But I still would like to put some form of aggression on, so I think we are going to go for just, like, the 1300 beats. Then we'll see what happens. Yeah, okay, we were expecting low defense monsters because they're Psychic. This will now invite him to get aggro on us, attack over these, and then we can hopefully use Ancient Arise to get a crackback. Okay, we got Assailant, we got Diviner, tribute both, summon out something, bring back Diviner, use Diviner effect. And we're on the Guitarist. I'm not a big fan of Guitarist, because it doesn't, like, it doesn't solve any of the problems that this deck generally has. It's kind of an awkward card. Guard is useless unless you face against Royal Rebel. Well, it's also really good into Dragius, which we're expecting to see a lot of today. It's literally good into Dragonic Pressure, it's good into aggro, it's good into Ancient Forces, it's good into Royal Rebel. So I want to play the Selection Box Rose Dragon, or is the normal one better? Depends what removal you need, but probably normal BRD. One of the... He's going second, make one the Magician. Alright, what are we actually doing here? He's got 2 boss monsters out, and we've taken a lot of damage. Just because of Prima-Gatana doing Prima-Gatana things. It's a little bit worrisome, so I weren't really expecting to go down to this much health already. Right, we'll summon out both of these. Go ahead and use Silver Wolf, weaken this. Go ahead and use Silver Wolf. weaken this. We'll flip this up, activate its effect. We'll boost Silver Wolf. Tribute 1, Tribute 2. Activate the effect of Ancient Arise. I mean, we've got to do this, right? We can't not. So now it's going to come down to what back row he's got. Because once again, if he's just found... Yeah. Fuck me, bro. Can our opponent stop having Widespread Ruin every single time? He opened that as well, turn 1. Ugh. Now, I have a rush question. Tomato, do you think Vault Condor combined with Seven's Road can be good? It's my fave deck. The short answer is no. Vault Condor, unless it gets more support or its skill gets massively buffed, is completely garbage. The only way Vault Condor does anything is if you find yourself in like a staring contest with your opponent and you both just get to like draw into like 10 cards and then you can like have like a massive pop-off turn. But unless like that exactly happens, it just doesn't do anything. There are a lot of good Vault Condor support cards that we get in the future, and if they do release any of those early, it will be pretty good. But are they going to? Okay, we're playing the Zombie engine in with the Ancient Forces. Summoning this out turn 1 is really bad, though. I'm assuming that means he must have high levels in hand. Is he thinking about tributing over? He's got the... Wait, what is in your hand that you'll feel comfortable doing all of this? By the way, I have nothing to punish this. Well, I mean, I can punish this, but it's not like a good punish. It's like a very mediocre punish. Also, why would you put that in your hand now? What on earth are you doing, sir? I'm so confused. Well, we always double Light Sorcerer here. That goes without saying. We have to weaken this just so that we can attack over it. If we weaken again, it'll be down to 400. We have a chance to attack over this with the Performer. That doesn't seem very good, though. I think we just don't do that. But I do want Paku Pikachu in the graveyard. So we'll get him with these two, and then we'll just pass. Guess I'll play Yuga Maximum deck. Yeah, I mean, the Magnum Overload, or the Maximum Overload Magnum Overlord skill is really good. That deck is very, very good right now. My man is just like casually, easily drawing out all of the pieces he needs to like get all of his engines going. I'm like in real struggle street over here, trying to just piece something together. I do think Yuga Maximum is tier 1. I mean, yeah, almost certainly. I think it's arguably the weakest tier 1 deck, though. Because tier 1 in Brush right now is, like, pretty stacked. Okay, Burning Blaze comes down. We know he has... Oh, he didn't take Clear Eyes back. Why didn't he take Clear... I can't... I think this guy is just misplaying left and right, and I think he's still probably going to beat us. And that is so sad. It is so sad. Like, he is just making extremely questionable plays. Like, he easily could have used the Phoenix Dragon to bring back the Clear Ice, just have 2, cleared, like, the whole board, like, no problem. And yet, just decided not to because of reasons. Well, this is dead. That's a little bit sad. 1, 2. We can get out everything, but, like, that doesn't actually accomplish much in this board state. Maintaining Phoenix Dragon would be nice, but, like, once again, I don't think that's super worth it. So the question is going to be, do we try and hold on to the Dragius? I mean, when he's got 2 back row, maybe holding Dragius is a good thing. Right, we'll summon out Performer. Activate the effect. Boost this up. Tribute over this. Summon out this lovely lady. Activate the effect Ancient Forces. boost this up. And I do want to send one because I don't want to draw it right now. I'll send this to the grave. There's no reason to use this, like, at all. But I think the players just set this. But I could do this now because it's protected. Right, we will do this then. This is a little bit sus. Because it means we now don't have a good follow-up for next turn. But it has let us recycle our Phoenix Dragon. It does let us hurt our opponent's graveyard, which is always quite nice. Widespread Ruin's fine. Still getting for a ton of damage. We still have our own Widespread. If he doesn't pop our Widespread, we're at a pretty good spot here. Also, you climb KC with Orcus Fluffle. That is the plan. The plan is to climb with Orcus Fluffle. We should make it to stage 2, right? I'm feeling reasonably confident we can make it to stage 2. Oh, is he going to use the effect? I mean, he can put Paku Paku back in. I don't really mind if he puts our level 6s in. I kind of want them back in the deck, to be honest. I'd rather draw into them. Okay, he's just going to leave them. That's also fine. It just means they're in there ready. Does he go straight to battle here? We got, like... I assume this is still the zombie card. Oh, bro. That was the only card I wanted you not to have. So now we're in an awkward position where we need to draw one of our 2 Phoenix Dragons, or we need to find our Ancient Arise. No, don't tell me this is just lethal. 100, and that's 3,400, so we are alive. And if we see one of those 3 cards, we will be fine. Man, he needed exactly... If he didn't have the back row hate, we would just, like, easy win there. Like, easy win. Well, we almost bricked with this hand, but we haven't. So we have just lethal, just straight up, so we're fine. We need to not use the effect to pop, otherwise we will be forced to pop the wrong one. No. And then we just win the game. That got so sketch. We are definitely saving that replay, though. That was a gold one. Okay, so... Bit weird, bit weird. It seems like you were busy orchestrating a plan. Which free-to-play character deck from 5Ds do you recommend build against bots? Specifically a free-to-play 5Ds deck. I mean, against the bots, you can get away with just, like, a lot of very normal things. Like, I think one of the best, like, free-to-play decks at the moment is, like, the Sue ships, but only really if you went into, like, the God Pack. Can't remember what it was called. Now, we should probably just abort this since it disconnected. We should have really clicked reboot there just in case. Like, I don't know. Sue ships seems like a really good, just, like, farm deck in general. It just seems really good against everything, but obviously it's not a 5Ds deck. I just build a full flesh Blackwing deck to bully bots. I mean, that is the way to go, really, isn't it? Alright. Probably Cyburst could still be aggro. Beyond Curiosity with 37 in deck. So he's added 6 to his deck, so it's only actually a 31 card deck naturally. Well, so we're just gonna set the old hand and pass the turn. I have to grind 2 main boxes 3 times each for this deck. Oof. Okay, man just hard drew turn 1 maximum. Now, if he actively starts popping our monsters, we'll be okay. If he doesn't, we're going to be in struggle street here, because we will just die from 2 attacks. We need our graveyard filled. So now I need to draw tribute monsters. That might do it, because we have the mill. Right, flip. Flip. Activate the effect. Oh, we need monsters in the grave, please. Right, summon. Activate. Alright, that's now given us 3 monsters in grave, so that's everything we need. Go ahead and put those into the grave. Activate his effect, put more into the grave, which unfortunately is not a monster, but again, it's still fine. We'll go TSA. Put all of that back. Normal. Battle. Swing over this. Okay, so the only thing we should hard lose to is a second maximum. And if this man just hard drew double maximum in like a 31 card deck, then there was naught we could do anyway. You know where Blackwings get their support? They are going to be top tier. Their support is broken, actually, but I reckon in Master Duel, they are better than Duel Links. Well, the problem is that Blackwings don't really do anything in the modern game or in Master Duel, so, like, it would all come down to the skills, right? But, I mean, if they get... Or I haven't, like, looked at the Blackwing skills recently, so I could not tell you if they're any good or not. I assume they're not bad. I got 2 maximum in one duel against bot once. I will oftentimes, like, on my speed account, which I just made specifically to try to build skip speed decks, I just play, like, a free-to-play Harpy list. And I'll, like, have it on auto-duel on, like, my second monitor, and I'll just be, like, watching TV or something. And then I'll look over at it, and it'll just be, like, casually summoning the Harpy maximum, like, every game. And I'm like, how do you do this, bot? Like, how are you auto-duel just casually drops the maximum every game? I'm like, bruh. Blackwings in Modern is really just burn turbo. Ah, I see. So it's a degenerate strategy. Alright, we got a Yuga. Let's see what Yuga's got for us. Okay, so he's playing either Harpies or... Come on, deck. Bruh, we were like so close to having like a good opening hand. And then Dragius came and showed his ugly face. Then we'll just pass. Yugi bot. Level 40s have OP hands, maybe? Yeah, but like it's my auto duel, right? Using my deck. So I'm like, how does he do it? It's weird. Looking pretty dapper today, mate. Oh, I appreciate that acceleration gate. I mean, we've literally just thrown on a shirt, but I will take any compliments anyone has to give. Okay. Still don't really know what we're up against here. Let's use Essel. I want cards in the grave. That'll give me more options. That didn't really change anything. What we can do is flip this up. Activate the skill. Go ahead and dump Burning Blaze. I don't really want to use Phoenix Dragon. So I guess we'll just not. We'll just end up with a 1300 attacker. It's probably fine. So we're going to come down to what our opponent is on. Are they on... There's another Burning Blaze and Grave. That's not the end of the world. Are they on Harpy or are they on Thunder? Ooh. Now it's a gamble. I think we just go for the guaranteed 13. Yeah, okay. So Harpies generally play massive butt cards, which is why we just wanted to get all Sang White Tiger in. The bots spend all your maximum luck. I mean, possibly. I did play during the GRF a little bit of Magnum Overlord, and Jesus, that deck just like hard turbos out the maximum sometimes. Like, you feel like it shouldn't be as consistent as it is, but like sometimes it just does it. Well, this board looks nice. We got 3 back row. Unfortunately, 2 of our back row are the guard, and thus aren't actually going to do anything for a while, especially against Harpies. Against Harpies specifically, the guard is not very good. The reason we put the guard in was because originally this is what we took to a tournament, right? And in a tournament, we expect to run into Royal Rebels constantly. So we might take some of the guard out. So he has a 2,500 butt, is what you're saying. So if we just do this, then we'll summon this, activate your effect, boost this, tribute to summon, activate the effect, activate your effect. Hey, thank you for the follow, Takumi. Let's mess with this guy's graveyard. Let's not do that. Activate Ancient Arise. Yeah, we'll shuffle some cards back. That's fine. Then we'll use Ancient Forces. Boost this up. We don't need to throw something in the graveyard. And we'll just go to battle. We'll just swing. Now, unless he has Recital. Ooh, that's cheeky. That's very cheeky. That does actually let him live. I think Recital and that were the only things he could have that would actually just stop him from dying here. I mean, I guess it was a little bit greedy to attack with this. I could have played around the barrier if I'd thought of it. Clear Ice is so good when playing KC Cup Speed Duels. Yeah, Clear Ice is really, really good. Like, I really like this card. Like, being able to mess with your opponent's graveyard is super good. Look, Stream Elements is shilling for me. Thanks, Stream Elements. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure most of the people watching right now are actually from America, and thus it's completely irrelevant, because you only get the discount if you're from the UK. What happened to your Royal Rebels counter? I mean, we can bring it back if you want. It's around. There you go. We haven't played against any today. I really don't understand why this guy's on Harpy Girl as well. Okay. Boost up to 31. If he kills the Ancient Arise, that's heavily telegraphing. Actually, no, he has to kill Ancient Arise anyway. Because we just use Ancient Arise's effect. But he could have counter pigeons. Phoenix Dragon is a very nice top here. There's a reason to not Phoenix Dragon. I won't have a third guy, but I can just pop this, which is just, like, so good, right? We already have that in grave, so I don't have to worry about it. So we'll summon, activate Phoenix Dragon, discard Essel, bring back Ancient Arise. Then, what can I do? Place 1 level 5 low dragon monster from your graveyard. Oh, because he's not in the graveyard yet. Ooh, that's a little bit annoying. I mean, it makes sense, right? Obviously, but I could also just activate this, but I don't think we even need to. We will just tribute both of these. Summon. Activate the effect. Ooh, that's an annoying mill as well. But we are putting these back in, which means we can get access to them again. So it should not be a problem. Just normal. Go to battle. And let's see if he's got anything. He does not. Nice. 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 The single Australian here takes offense to that. There are dozens of us. I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about Australians. I'm just saying statistically, most of you are probably American. Joke, realistically, it's just me and DLA. Now, we've contained the problem, I see. Obviously, that's a joke. Yeah, I don't know if we probably just get rid of a guard from this list. I think that probably would make some sense. We're also going to save that because it's really funny just seeing the out for the turn 1 max. Alright, the question is how many guard do we take out? We could probably keep 1, right? I don't think we need to get rid of both. The issue is that no matter what we like put in and take out, it creates problems for like other decks. Like we could include like sword and shield, but like our bots aren't huge, but it's not terrible either. Doesn't do anything against maximums, but then again, like none of the back row does anything against maximums. I actually think what we might do, just to give us more of an out to maximums, is just straight up write a second copy of TSA. I think just a second TSA is probably for the best. And again, this is specifically like the ladder build. I think if we were in tournaments, I would probably still be on 2 copies of the guard. Alright, let's see what our opponent has for us here. Now, that's a name I cannot pronounce. Another Yuga. Now, is this Yuga actually going to be in a Yuga skill? We are in a Yuga skill. So, high likelihood of maximum overload. Another bricky hand. I mean, both these cards are terrible defense anyway, so I might as well keep the Phoenix around just in case. Alright, let's see what our opponent's got. Okay, dealer. This was expected. This was within the realms of our expectations. Ooh, now discarding SRM means he probably has a second SRM, right? Why would you discard one? Unless you like desperately just needed to get rid of it. Because your hand is bricked. SAR. Okay, so we're going to boost that to 24. We're probably going to go... Oh, we're not going to go for the discard, which means this is probably an SRM, and he doesn't want to get rid of it. See, this is kind of a scary deck. This hand also doesn't accomplish too much here. We can only tribute off one of our guys, so we either go for the debuff or the buff. I guess... Actually... No, there's like no good way to do it, is there? We have to go for this. Alright, so we will summon out Silverwolf. We're going to normal out Performer, activate Performer. We'll buff Wolf. We'll tribute Performer. Then we're going to normal this. The 300, if he has the barrier, would let these crash. But it doesn't matter anyway, so we might as well weaken this. Activate the Ancient Forces skill. Boost this. We will send one Clear Ice. Oh, we shouldn't have sent that, actually. We really shouldn't have sent that. But it's probably fine. Like this, we can clear his board no matter what. Of course, he had the best possible card, but we can still clear his board around it anyway. Now, this is where things are going to get a little bit scary, because SAR, all he needs to do is draw a 7's Red Witch, and he gets, like, just a crap ton of damage in. Silverwolf fallen on hard times since Honkai Star Rail. I mean, Silverwolf, arguably, doing even better since Honkai Star Rail, right? Now, if you try and Google Silverwolf, you're probably not going to find, you know, my man Silverwolf, but you're probably going to find some, like, very interesting pictures. Just saying. Ooh. That's not ideal. There's like nothing we can do with this. Don't really want Essel just chilling either, so we'll probably just get rid of Essel. Once again, we are in a situation though where he needs to find Torna to be able to get to us. And most of these decks only run 2 Torna. One's already in the graveyard, so he has to find like his one other Torna. Ooh, that's going to put it back into the deck though. Yeah, I was actually big into Honkai Star Rail when it first came out. Like, I was grinding that like day one. Played it for like, I don't know, like a month, maybe a little bit over a month. Okay, we got Sank, we got Sork. Empty in the old hand. Don't be a Torna. Okay, it's not a Torna. Woo! See now, his entire game plan now is turbo through his deck as quickly as he can until he finds Torna. That is his one goal in life right now. He also wants to keep our resources down so we can't make any kind of counterattack. But he has already used his widespread, so he's potentially going to be kind of open if we can formulate some sort of counterattack. But in order to do that, we actually have to draw well, is the issue. The only monsters we can get back... I mean, they're not bad, but they just die to any level 6 is the problem. Like, it's super awkward. And even if I do manage to mount an offensive, it still doesn't actually accomplish much in the grand scheme, because I'll clear his board, get a bit of damage in, but then I'll die on the counterattack. It's the issue with SAR, is they're very... SAR is a damage race deck. They just want to, like, pump you for as much damage as they can. They don't care about leaving, like, a weak board. Then they'll just tank the hit, and then they'll kill you on the following turn. This guy on 3 copies of Recovery Force. This guy's playing the weirdest SAR list I've ever seen, but because we're bricking, we're going to lose to it anyway. Which is very sad. Let me guess, Torna? Not a Torna. Okay. Okay. So he doesn't actually want to use the SRM because he could mill his Tornas, which is now something he really doesn't want to do. Okay. I need to find, like, my boss monsters, please. Those aren't my boss monsters. Alright, I think we just have to go on the defensive again. The issue is that we've now reached our low defense monsters, our low attack monsters. So, if our opponent now finds his Winder, this is the absolute worst time for us. Oh, here comes the Winder, isn't it? Yeah, yeah, of course. And he's going to flip one of the weaker ones as well. Ah, of course. Double Winder. This is the ultimate punish. There was no better way for this to go for him. There was literally no better outcome than he just draws double Winder here. And he flips the correct 2. What a bloody joke. That is so ridiculous. We brick that long, right? And that is, again, it's because we took the second Dragius out of our list that we didn't find it because it was buried in our deck. So if we have 7, we find them constantly. And if we have 6, we never find them. And it's like, it's so infuriating. It's like, please. I just want a nice balance of finding them throughout the game. I need 6.5 boss monsters in the deck. How do we do that? How do we accomplish the 6.5 boss monsters? Alright, let's see what our next opponent's got. He's just shy? Apparently so. He wants his brother back, but they just get glued to my hand if I do that. Alright, let's see what we get here. Essel, unfortunately, you're here a turn too early. What did you on turn 2? Right, Luke on a Luke skill. So again, it's going to be the Ancient Forces. I mean, it still just could be aggro as well. But we're expecting either Ancient Forces or... Oh, this is aggro then. Well, this could still just be Ancient Forces. Okay, it is Ancient Forces. Man stole my deck. Sends that. Clears all 3, which is fine. I do not mind that. Now, what are we going to draw off the top? Not bad, all things considered. The issue is the Paku Pakachus gain no value here whatsoever. Which, like, is kind of sad. But, like, we can't force them to have... we could just maintain one. That's not bad, I guess. Right, we'll go Paku. Activate Paku. Throw this back. Grab this. Normal. Normal. Activate. Weaken one of these. Tribute over for this. If we want to clear everything, we have to summon this as well. We'll boost this. There's no reason to send anything. Swing over that. Swing over that. Swing over that. So not bad, but all we have is the Paku Pakachu for next turn. Now, we do already have a Paku Paku and a normal B, so it should be live, but it only really matters if we draw out boss monsters. Okay, so he's going to do basically the same thing back. The question is, has he found any of his level 7s? Second Paku Paku. And the Silver Wolf. Silver Wolf effect. Wouldn't be surprised if he used it on the Clear Ice. Oh, okay. So... he wants to attack over this with a 13. We can use the effect to pop specifically the Blaze. It's another 13. Okay. So we do take some damage here. But we're not, like, in a really bad position. It's all going to come down to what we top deck. So we've only got 2 bosses in the grave, so we still have 4 left in the deck. The issue is, statistically, we're not going to find a boss monster. Be a very low chance. Oh, Phoenix Dragon does out the problem, so I guess we just go for that. Summon, discard, summon, summon. That's it. Or we trade that for... no, we don't have him in grave. Okay, we're just going to do this then. Okay, Phoenix Dragon. I guess I want Clear Ice to recycle the Phoenix Dragon. So Tribute, Summon. Normal. Normal. Activate Ancient Forces. Boost this up. We actually don't want to send one, but it's too late now. I already clicked it. What we wanted to do is this. Put this back. Then... like, no matter what we do... it's not great. Because if he's running Phoenix Dragon, you just get back from the graveyard anyway. Right, we attack over this. We attack over this. We attack over this. Or into this, I suppose. And now we're in the really shitty spot where we don't have 3 monsters and we don't have any back row. So now he could just draw, like, pretty much anything and be fine. Yeah, just hard draws the Paku Paku, which is kind of sad. Gets back the Tiger. Tributes 2, gets out that. Its effect shouldn't be live, so it's just going to attack over, which is not the end of the world. He has to clear the Ice Dragon. What is the play, sir? Okay, yeah. Does clear that. Now he's got 3 back row, which is horrifying. And we're still not finding any boss monsters! Oh my god! Oh my god! Deck, for the love of God, I just need average luck. I don't need to, like, sack this man. I just need average luck. problem is we're going to do this. We're going to activate this, and then we're going to run into a widespread. Ooh, no widespread. Color me surprised. Okay. If he has another Ancient Arise, though, that is just lethal. But he's already used two. Two Ancient Arise and a Dragius. I'm wondering... Oh, yeah, okay, so that's just lethal. That's a shame. I want to have a look at this guy's deck and see how bricky it is and whether he just got lucky or not. Should have milled 2 for boss. Yeah, but then if I don't hit the boss, I just lose. So that's just a bad play. It's like gambling like in one way or the other. Okay, so he is playing kind of a good version of the deck at least. I'm not a big fan of the 2 curry bot strategy here, but also I don't know why we're playing Silver Fang over White. Oh, I know, we're just playing a ton of them. So he's not playing any way to boost. I respect it, I respect it. Okay, so we're going to change a couple of little things in here, I think. This has done literally nothing for us. I don't dislike this. I think we're going to take these out because they're also not doing much for us. I'm wondering if we want some back row hate or not. I think we put the Dragius back in. Like, it's still... It's awkward as hell when we draw too many boss monsters, but I think we just need, like, a more robust engine or an additional engine. The question is, do we bother keeping the Light Sorks? Light Sork is still good. And it does really help out with Dragius, but I don't think we necessarily need it. Because what we could do instead is look at like a mini Aqua engine. What's our restriction? Can we play 14s? 1400 more attack. Okay. Because we could just do something like this, which is not bad. I'm a little bit worried about taking a TSA out, just because it creates issues if we don't have... If we go against maximum decks, and they just get the max out. But I also do kind of want to play some back row hate. Because this deck is going to be really good specifically, like, at just getting super aggressive. Let's try this out. Let's see how this feels. This might end up feeling really dog shit, but, you know, if you don't test it, you don't know. I think the answer is going to be having more plus engines, like just the Beast engine on its own, I think wasn't enough. So we're going to try having the Aqua engine as well and see if that smooths it out. Because we do keep seeing lots of high levels, right? So the idea now is we can see lots of high levels, but still be able to summon them out anyway. And the double Essel hand at the start is not ideal. It's also not necessarily terrible. Right, let's see what goes here. So again, chances are we're against aggro or Cyburst. Looks like it's Cyburst. And he gets the whole hand empty. Packs over 2 of our guys, which is fine. We could mill with Essel. Could also weaken both of his guys. We could only get out... I mean, we have a lethal line, so I guess we go for it, right? We'll see what happens. We'll drop SNS. Flip. Activate the Essel. Summon out Kana. Tribute out the Dragius. We'll flip over Inferno and just hit the first one he set. Activate Dragius. Normal. Go to battle, swing. Now if he doesn't have it, we have lethal, but of course he's got it, so why wouldn't he turn 1 have Widespread Ruin? It has to be Widespread, right? There's no way it's not Widespread. What else would you be playing in this deck? Yeah. Well, that's a shame. That would have been the OTK, but we lost the 33. And of course, our opponent just has the turn 1 widespread. Ugh. I feel like we've been really getting the short end of the stick a lot today. Maximum Ragnarok. I think we'll just go next at this point. Like, this guy already sacked us by just opening perfect. Let's just not even bother with that. Let's go again. We'll get a nice fresh game in. But hopefully we don't get just completely sacked. Fingers crossed at the very least. Hey, Kazumi. Alright. What's going to happen this game is we are just not going to get sacked, right? We're going to draw normal, right? That's what's going to happen. Telling you there's something funky about the widespread being so many opening hands for people. You don't see that. You don't see all the other one-offs as much as that. I think it's probably just confirmation bias, right? Because it's the only one that matters, right? So it's the one that you see and will stop you from being able to win the game, or will completely set back the tempo of the game. Well, there's Dragius. Unfortunately, Dragius doesn't do a lot for me here. So this is either going to be Harpy or Thunder. I'll have to try and assess what it is. And also, he's playing a 38 card deck. Like, what is Lil Bro doing? Okay. You wouldn't play this in any of those decks. What is the skill? Like the Blue Ice skill or something? Oh, this is just like completely free to play Harpies with just 1500 beaters. Should have a has widespread turn 1 counter. I mean, it'd only be... Jesus Christ. I really hope we don't lose this game. Again, I still have no idea what the skill is. Those are not ideal cards to draw right now. I mean, we don't really have much of a choice. So attribute both of these, get this out, activate the effect, summon out the carrier, activate carrier, bring back Kana, set the Kana, set 2 back row, go to battle, swing, swing again, and swing once again to the face with the Seahorse Carrier, and we pass the turn. Hey, Kazumi with the 7 stream streak. Every time this song comes on, I'm always like, oh yeah, this is from, I don't know, Devil May Cry or something. And then every time I'm just reminded that it's from Sonic the Hedgehog. And this is just like the most non-Sonic the Hedgehog song of all time. Alright. Let's see what our free-to-play, God knows what's going on, opponents got. And unfortunately, all of our back row are bluffs. I suppose it's quite normal now to only run Widespread Ruin as the only trap card. It's also a really weird, like, environment where a lot of the time, I feel like playing ladder versus playing tournaments is so different, right? You'll have different tech cards for it. So, like, it's like we were saying, the guard is practically useless on ladder because nobody's playing Royal Rebels today, apparently. Okay. So what's your back row going to be now? I guess it doesn't matter. We have double Dragon's Inferno. Get out of here. Get out of here. And of course he drew the widespread. In his, by the way, 38 card deck. Alright. Well, at least we didn't lose to this guy, right? At least we have that. So I'm taking offense from you. Oh boy. Alright. At least we managed to win that game. That's at least something. Alright, what time is it? It's 20 past 1 here. I think we'll try and get 1 or 2 more games of this in, and then we will probably try and swap over to KC Cup. So I really want to play some KC Cup today. And getting KoG, like, I'm not in a rush, right? We'll get KoG by the end of the month. Plus, everyone on ladder seems so fearless. Tournaments, people think, in ladder, people just go fast. Yeah, I think that's another big part. Oh, and now we've taken all the guards out of a deck. We're going to run into a bloody hell-tuning invasion Royal Rumble player. It's why I really don't like ladder as, like, practice for, like, competitive events. Because it's just not good. It's, like, it's just so useless. Right, let's see what our opponent's got for us. Ghost Cyclone. We get to just get rid of our card for free. And this would have been a really good way to close the game as well. Into Essel. Oh, is this guy just utterly sacking us, bro? Ghost Cyclone into Essel on turn 2. Like, bro. Ugh. Like, what are you supposed to do here? Then he's going to use Hell Tuning Invasion, sack these guys off. Jesus. I mean, it's still only going to be 2300 damage, so this doesn't... The main... Oh, he's got a Shadow by it as well. Oh my god, bro. Come on. Could you sack any harder? This guy was fucking born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Alright. Carrier. Carrier effect. Bring back Kana. Summon Kana. Tribute 1, Tribute 2. I think all we can do is go balls to the walls, because we're on so little life points that we're just dead if we, like, play passive. If we try and, like, play around him getting exactly what he needs, we're just going to die anyway. But all we can do is completely put our foot down and hope he just doesn't draw into his boss monsters. If he gets a turn here with no boss monsters, we're actually in a really strong position. It's if he draws... I mean, any boss does it, right? Literally any boss does it. And he's, like, shotgunning this so quickly that it means he must already have it. I mean, this guy is just high-rolled after high-rolled us here. There's just nothing we could do about this. There's no point in surrendering until he slams down the boss, because he could just be doing this just to try and bait us. We'll see what he does. I'm expecting a boss, though. Yeah, that's just game. Oh, God, please. I mean, to be fair, if he didn't sack us as hard as he did, we could have probably been fine there. But, again, we got sacked into absolutely oblivion. He went second with Essel and Ghost Cyclone. Milled a boss monster off Essel as well. He had the absolute perfect. And then on top of that, he had a spare invasion, which wipes our whole board, and Buyer. Like, you do not get better than that. That is the literal god hand. Like, I'd like to see this skill nerfed, and I'd like to, like, just blame it all on the skill. But it's not just Hell Tuning Invasion, right? Like, no matter what deck he was playing, if he opens Ghost Cyclone and Essel and gets all of that going, it's just like, that's it, it's over. Nothing you can do about that. This is an awkward hand. I guess we're just going to have to give you up. This is what he's got. Oh. Why won't Tomato take personal responsibility? Oh, every time we've opened Widespread Ruin today, every time it gets popped. I am just... We are just not having a good day today. The RNG is so against us. We just cannot do anything today. We finally get lucky and like open a Widespread, immediately popped. It's like, come on, bro. Come on. Ugh. What happened? I'm so confused as to how this has happened. You got to look at the top of your deck, you got to fix your hand exactly as you wanted, and you chose to end on this. Which means this has to be Widespread, right? You opted to have this remain. So this must be Widespread. There's no way it's not. Wait, did he just not use his skill? No, wait, he just didn't use... No, he did use his skill. Yeah, okay, yeah, so he put them on the bottom, so he didn't want any of those cards. Which means, yeah, this has to be Widespread. There's no way it's not Widespread. There's no way it's not Widespread. Right, we'll set this. Tribute 1, Tribute 2. Activate the effect to mill. Summon out the Paku. If he does... Alright, we will summon out the Burning Blaze just in case. There is a chance that he has a barrier and we want to play around it. What is currently in our graveyard? We don't have Clear Rice and Grave yet, so we are going to send one from deck to grave here. No, we want to attack this. Alright. Widespread's fine, we played around that. Get in for the 25, get in for the 13. Alright. Alright. Things are looking quite good for us at the moment. Let's see what our opponent has for us now. So we knew his back row was Widespread. We basically played around it perfectly based on the way that he was playing. He's got Ancient Arise. Now again, we do beat Ancient Arise with what we've got currently. Dragon's Inferno is pretty good here as well. Which we have all this like engine. That's what, 2 bodies. How do we play around this perfectly is the question. We can get back the Dragius, but then 2 back row, chances of actually landing. Does it matter if it doesn't land? Kinda does. Question is, are we keeping this or not? If we do that, we can just get out 3 monsters. We'll take the risk, I think. We'll go Phoenix Dragon, activate the effect. Okay, it's just going to give it less. So I'm assuming his back row is nothing then. Otherwise, he would have just, like, kept going. Do you eat tomatoes? No, I actually don't. I actually very much dislike tomatoes. They are one of the few foods I actually very much dislike. But I do like tomato-flavoured things. So you're not a cannibal then? I mean, I guess. I don't know how many tomatoes are dinosaurs, though. Alright, let's see what we got here. Another kinda awkward one. Alright, we'll set. I think we have to tribute set this, because again, we just cannot have this many high levels in our hand. Set, and pass. So he feeds on their distilled essence ketchup. I mean, if ketchup wasn't so tasty, I'd stop eating it, right? That's how that goes. 7's Rogue Mage. Seven's Road Witch. SAR on turn 2. This is another scary thing. Is SAR obviously peaks if they go second. So now we've got to deal with like full power SAR. also means he quite happily gets to attack over my defense. We take an extra 15, which is, again, really bad. Having 3 monsters there would have been such a big boon. Okay. I mean, we only really have one line, so we're just going to go for it. Tribute, summon out the boy, get the effect, set, battle, swing, and swing. Leaving him with a body also kind of sucks, but SAR is pretty good at building a board out of nothing anyway, so I don't think it matters too much. Yeah, if he summons out Witch, that becomes an issue, because that means he always clears Dragius. If he summons out Splat, that also always clears. And if he summons out, I guess any level 6 clears. Our best hope is that he just has Valkyria and doesn't have any of the 6s. If someone asks if you're a cannibal and you stutter and say, I guess, you're not giving the correct answer. I don't think that's true. I think you've thought about this too much, Pro-Manicist, and I think that's because you have tried to prepare for when someone asks you if you're a cannibal. I think this is deflection. Alright, what exactly is our opponent thinking? 5 cards in hand. All he needs is any 1600 attack monster to get his combo going. Drop in the shield and sword. So, looking for a lethal line? Or just really wants to get rid of the Dragius? Can use that to drop it by 600. Summons that to guarantee clear. I do not see a point in using my trap card here. It's going to drop the SAR. Again, I think we're okay to not use widespread here. It's going to come down to what he does. Can you use Torn as effect? Right now, we're going to use our trap card. I think it's probably still worth just to clear Torna here. Because it also means we get to maintain a monster. There are so many good draws here. Let's see what we get. I mean, these aren't bad draws. How much damage are we going to have? You're going to get weakened by that. We can get him for 16, 29, 39? So that's just lethal, right? Oh, he knows. He knows. I mean, sure, we'll save that replay. Alright. We're going to play one more game of Rush, and then we're going to swap over to Speed. I think that's the plan. That is going to be the plan, because I do want to play Speed today. I really want to play Speed today. So we're going to play our last game of Rush today. Let's take a look what our Japanese opponent... Oh, don't. Our last game is going to be against Royal Rebels. I mean, Royal Rebels isn't bad. Like, when we played in the Grand Prix, the Rush Duel Grand Prix, it was... We won 4 games against Royal Rebels. Like, 4 different Royal Rebel opponents. And then we lost to a Royal Rebel opponent in the finals. So, like, we beat 80% of the Rebels. Oh, we've actually got Essel going second. Can we sack our opponent? Oh, please let me punish this. Bro, let me punish... Oh, yeah, come on. All right, let's go. Come on, big punish, let's go. Silver Wolf, that's okay. Right, let's go Essel. Those aren't the best mills in the world, but... No matter what, we can summon this out. I could use this to bring back the other one. But yes, either way, we are bringing something back. I guess it makes sense to bring back Essel. Because it's going to get tributed off anyway. Oh, can we only use Essel once per turn? Ah, yeah, okay, we can only activate the mill. I thought we could mill again. That's fine. That doesn't change anything. Tribute over. Summon out the boy. Activate the skill. Then we'll send Clear Ice to Grave. We're going to summon out Phoenix Dragon. Activate its effect. Send this. Take back the Clear Ice. Normal out the Clear Ice by getting rid of the Phoenix Dragon. Activate the effect. And then put that back. Set. Go to battle. So it wasn't as big as a punish as we would have liked, but we do get to take a step ahead in the old damage race at the very least. Okay, 2 cards in hand means he's got 2 tribute monsters in hand most likely. Hey! I mean, we take that. There we go, just cleaning up the Royal Rebels. Oh, I was saying that. That was a total of 9 Rebels. Didn't actually update that at all today. Brick to win it. I mean, that's just it, right? We had, we were bricking a turn for a lot of our losses, so it's only fair that a lot of our wins are our opponents bricking, right? Alright, now, let's try and de-rust, because it has been a while since we've played Speed. So we are not expecting this to go well, but we expect this to go. We'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. We also probably don't need the Tachyon counter, or the Royal Rebel counter, as it's been reused. Maybe we should change it to like the Sky Striker counter. Dark Sign Akali. Let's see what we've got going on here. The other issue is that DD Crow is very strong right now, and DD Crow destroys our deck, which is kind of scary. Alright. Normal summon Dog. Dog effect. I think we have to grab Bear. I don't think we get a say in that. Activate Bear. Bear gets this Vendor. Flip Vendor. Activate Vendor. Discard Wing. That is the worst mill in our deck. I guess that's still fine. Like, we can still do stuff. That's just very awkward for us. Alright. Toy Vendor is now going to search out Sabers. We'll then go ahead and use Edge and Persist. Send Sabers. Send Chain. There's no reason to not do it like this, so we will go Return now. Discard Nightmare for a couple cards. Again, that's fine. We'll special out Sheep. The issue now is that if we use Sheep, we can't actually get anything off of it because Fusion's already in the graveyard. Which is fine. So I'll go Nightmare now, because we kind of have to. I could get this back, which would let me bring that back and then don't really get anything off of it. Or we go Horror. I think we have to go Horror, right? Bring out Skeleton. Then we go Galatea, but using Skeleton and whatever. I don't think it matters, so we'll use this now. Put back Nightmare. Grab out Babel. Go into Decode. Hey, Legendary, thanks for the follow. Summon out the Decode. Then we will activate Symbol Skeleton. Bring back Galatea. Go into Ding by overlaying onto the Galatea. We'll put it in attack mode. Still don't know what we're against, so I have no idea if this is the correct play or not. Then we'll attach one of our banished cards, and we will be attaching our Symbol Skeleton. Flip this over. And that's us done. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what we're against. We still have no idea. Still completely blind. I'm just amazed we managed to pull off our combo, and we still remembered how to do it. Fortune Ladies. This is actually Carly's deck, right? What does this do? During each time phase, once cast normal summon, you can destroy a number of spell or traps in the field. Yes, we would like to stop that, please. Now, I don't know much about Fortune Ladies, but I'm pretty sure they're not much to be worried about, right? We deck with different name, cards you control, so this turn. You can't switch the monsters in the next deck except synchro monsters. Okay. We cheated this out. Increase this card's level. Okay, so he's just going to modulate levels. Take one of your graveyard, draw 2 cards. Okay, so we pot greeted. Lightning Vortex. Once again, we'll just, like, say no to that. Time Passage. Okay. So we're up to 8 stars. Ready for the Synchro Shokan. What is this going to become? I have literally no idea what we're making. Oh, it's just Scrap Dragon. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Symbol Skeleton? I don't actually know what I want to get rid of here. Probably just the big guy. I mean, we do just die to, like, Mirror Force, I guess. Right, we'll go for the bear, grab this back. I guess I have to link this off now because of where I put it. That's a little bit awkward. It's probably fine. Right, we'll summon. Okay, so here's something you can respond to with this. Floodgate Trap Hole. So that's just lethal. Go. Go. Alright, 1 game, 1 win. Against Fortune Ladies. Again, I've never played against the Fortune Lady player before, so I had no idea what to expect. I don't know if Fortune Lady's ever been relevant in Duel Links or not. I will start taking my KC Cup rewards, though. Alright, let's see what our next opponent is going to have for us. I wonder when we'll start playing its meta, like... Because this is day... Is this day 1 of KC Cup? I think it is. Yami Marek. So this could be Ra. They were good during relatively early Duel Links. So I played a lot of early Duel Links. I do not remember them, like, at all. But, again, that's probably just me not remembering. We'll go Dog. Dog has to... Because we would like to get Sabers, but we really can't. I think we have to just go Bear. We need to discard more than anything else. Activate Bear. Grab this. Use this. Activate Vendor. Has to be Nightmare, right? We cannot get rid of anything else. Yeah, has to be Nightmare. That's a little bit awkward, but it does get us to... There's no point in taking Wings, because that have another discard. So we might as well take Sabers. Because it gets us an extra body potentially at the very least. We'll go Edge and Persist. Dump this. Dump this. Special out Sheep. Activate Sheep. This back to hand. Bring back Chain. We'll go Nightmare. Doesn't matter. Send Harp. Activate Harp. Bring back Symbol. Go into Galatea. Chain gets Fusion. Might as well do this now. Put this back. I think here we still always take Babel, right? There's no reason not to. Now we need to go into... I think it's still always Decode, right? Decode comes down. We then have to use Skeleton. Bring back Galatea. We then overlay into Ding. But I think here we want to get rid of Ding, right? Because we want Ding in the graveyard so we can bring it back next turn. If I had just one more body... I mean, I can get a body. No, I can't. I cannot get another body. But I think we do still need Ding in the grave. That's entirely going by like a meta call that I think I know what he's on. If he is on Ra, I need Ding in grave. If he's not on Ra, then this is a worse play. But I still have Ding in grave, right? We still have quick effect, bring back Ding. Okay, is Ra. So we did make the right call. Now, I kind of know the theory of how to deal with this, but I've seldom actually played it properly. So if I recall, you have to get rid of the original Ra when it hits the field. Uses that. Uses Monster Reborn. Bring that back. Then as soon as this hits the field, I believe this is where I just get rid of it. Oh, was that the wrong play? Oh, okay. In which case I greatly have forgotten how to deal with this deck. What was the... I remember someone like walked me through like how you deal with this, but I swear it was like just get rid of Winged Dragon of Ra. But apparently that is incredibly wrong. So how do you deal with this deck then? Because I think no matter what I did, I just lost there. I don't know. It's probably not a deck I'm going to run into too much, so I think actually just learning it probably isn't even worth it. I swear, I remember we were streaming before and we were playing against Ra, and I just remember I asked chat, and they were like, yeah, just deal, when normal Ra comes down, just get rid of it and you just win. Apparently someone was just trolling. It's the spell card? You deal with the spells before they do anything. Ah, okay. So next time if he drops the spell, I just get rid of that immediately. If I go against it again, that is. So the problem is, like, Ra is such a meme deck that it seems like a waste of brain power to actually learn it. I say that playing Fluffals. We just have to take Bear here. Unfortunately, this hand really sucks. Like, really bad. We have to hit an Orcust off this, and that's kind of it. It's that or nothing here. That's the wrong Orcust. I should have been more specific. Well, that's all we got. Right, Kingdom comes down. It's not ideal. Okay. Special summon a Toon. Gets out the BLS. Uses the effect. It's an interesting choice. Ooh, is he gonna have like Briefcase face down? Oh, I mean, that's actually really good. The problem is he's gonna have a negate, right? That's always gonna be the problem. It's like I can send these to grave, which is usually quite nice. Then I'm gonna summon out Dog. He's gonna negate with Briefcase. And then I just lose. Oh. Well, we'll go Sheep. Bring back Chain. It's doing a big think. I mean... we can just go for the pop. We need to deal with this either way. That's the kind of issue we're having. So I think we do just go Phoenix here. We'll go Phoenix effect, just discard the wings. Then I think we do just target Toon Kingdom. Then we could chain block with the Edge of Chain. Grab back Fusion. Uses Bookmark to protect. Okay. Now, where do we want to go? So we have our Fusion. I could activate that. I mean, you're not doing anything for me anyway, so we might as well just drop the Toy Vendor effect. Because if we do hit an Orcust, that's pretty big for us. That's pretty big for us. So now the question is, do we just go all in on the Orcust play now? I think we probably do. And we want to do that before we start drawing cards. So we'll bring out Nightmare. Floodgate. Okay. That's fine. We go Fluffle Wings. We'll banish Bear. I would like a search, please. Take out the last Bear, I guess. Now, we're in a bit of an awkward position here. Now we can still use Bear. Grab this. Flip this over. Discard Bear. We'll go World Wand. Bring back the Harper's Horus. Into... probably just Galatea here, right? Activate the effect. Put this back in. Grab out the bubble as we can. Then we go sabers. Bring this back. Then we go into decode. Then we go symbol skeleton. Bring that Galatea. Then we go into ding over Galatea. Music's broken. Then we'll get rid of this. Then we'll go Frightfare Fusion. Go 1, 2. Don't need to do anything else. Summon out Tiger. Tiger effect. Pop 1. Pop 2. Swing. And swing. Whew. Alright. We got there in the end. We got there in the end. Man, I'm so glad his back row wasn't like anything more impactful. If he had a negate, or just like an Availer in hand for our dog there, we were just completely screwed. But fortunately, he did not. Right. Man, every time I come back and play Speed, I'm just reminded of just how much fun Speed is. Although, to be fair, it might just be that I just really like Fluffals. That might just be it. But, like, I really, really just like playing it. It's such a different experience from Rush as well. And I think it's a really nice, like, palate cleanser to go from one to the other and just have, like, the drastic differences. Because I think both are really, really fun, like, in their own ways. And I think it's quite easy to get bored or burnt out on one and then just hop onto the other one and then be like, actually, this is great. That's a hand. Also, we just keep going first, which is very strange. Usually, we don't just go first every game. Well, edge and persist. We'll go straight in with bear. We'll flip over our toy vendor. We will activate the toy vendor. Discard wings. I mean, there's no way we're not special summoning a dog from our hand. I'll tell you that much. We'll use the effective dog. We'll grab sheep. We'll special sheep immediately here. Activate, put dog back. Special out chain. I think that we do just have to fire off the old wings here. Because we just have nothing else to do right now. Unfortunately, we've just drawn the fusion, which is not bad, but could have been better. I think bear here. We still have the normal, which means we can still make plays, but it's going to be very limited in what we can actually accomplish here, which is awkward. It's very awkward. I think we'd still do just have to summon. Then we'll just go for Galatea by using this and this. Bring out the Galatea. Next up, we activate Sabers. And we'll put Frightfare Fusion back, bring out Sabers. Then we go into Decode. Using both of these. Because we've done that, can now use Chain to get back the Frightfare Fusion that we put back on top of our deck. But this is where things get a little bit awkward. Because now we can go for the Symbol Skeleton. And we can bring back Galatea. But if we use Galatea effect, we only have the one Orcus monster banished, so we won't be able to go... We won't be able to bring back... There's no reason to, right? Like, it sucks, but we have to just go ding here. Or we have a arrow pointing there, which is very funny. But the funny play is not good. Like, no matter what we do, the play's bad, let's face it. But I think this is the better play. This gives us better follow-up for next turn. So I'll go ding. We will attach. And that's kind of it. Again, it's not the best in the world, but we do have the negate. We do have 2x protect. We do not, though, have our ability to bring back our ding during this turn and pop a card, which sucks. Hello, well, welcome on in. Oh, we're against Evil Eye. Okay. I, once again, am playing against a deck I have 0 experience playing. Special summon monster on your opponent controls, destroy it. Once per turn. So it just gets to pop a monster once per turn. That's pretty scary. Well, if he targets, we can negate, but we're not going to give up our Dingirsu for that, so we'll have to just protect with its effect. Which means he can just start getting our material off. Just kinda suck. Alright, goes to the equip spell. Cannot be destroyed by battle, your opponent's effects, or your opponent cannot target it with card effects. Each time we activate the equip monster's effect. The equip monster gets 500 attack, if you use 500 life points. Pay 1,000 bash when you specters. Okay, this is deck, add it to your hand. Got damage 0. If it's destroyed, you can target an evil monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Okay. This one, if you do, you special on this card from your hand. Once per turn, send one, spell check to the graveyard. Okay, so he's sending this. Triggers its effect. Card from your graveyard, discard an evil eye card, add one evil eye spell check from your deck to your hand. Would be scary if we didn't have Ding. Man, I used to play Evil Eye IRL, they're so good. I've literally never played against them. Evil Eye from your hand or graveyard. Evil Eye slings your feet. The effects read crazy, right? But how crazy are they? Okay. We do be Lincoln. Legend of the Hero is just to gain life, I'm guessing? Next second touch each battle phase, quick Evil Eye, quick effect, you type one card your pick controls, destroy it! You can only use the effect once per turn. So he's going to get to pop 3. Couldn't he have used the effect to get another pop and just gotten rid of all of the material very, very easily? God, there's so many effects going off. This card's your graveyard, special summon it, banish it, leaves the field. Okay. Now you type one evil eye spell creature control. Once it's turned to the end of the turn, you cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Okay. And a back row after all of this. So he's going to use the effect to try and pop. Then we're going to protect. Is it? No, there's just no reason at all. Right, we just don't. And we just do this. Because he's not boosted his attack yet. Keyword being yet. No, oh yeah, so he boosts off this. Okay, so it probably would have been better to just not. Okay, but we still get to keep this. I think I should have negated and just sent that to the graveyard. That would have been better. Toy Vendor is a bit of an annoying draw. Like, one card effect charge, destroy it. Okay, I mean, that's fine. You can destroy my cards if you want. I don't mind. So, if I just negated it and destroyed this, what would he have done in response? Like, nothing? Okay. Well, we might as well drop the Toy Vendor. Might as well summon out the dog. Not doing anything with bear. We'll use dog effect. At this point, we just want to get as many Fluffals into the graveyard as possible. So this is... Okay. So we'll activate this. Discard. Go 1, 2. Oh, I should have put it here. That would have been way better. Oh, that would have been way better. That's what I get for playing too quick. So what's this one? Can it restore battle of card effects? Cannot target. Well, I just target this, sorry. Oh, to the end of the next turn. Okay. Okay. Now we're starting to understand how this works. I thought it was just to the end of the D turn. We'll bring this out. Okay, so we should have popped this. Then we bring this out. We get rid of this. Everything would have been fine. But we misplayed. Oh, we still get to do that. That's kind of cheeky. That's very cheeky. Draft Fusion raiding with 12 duelists. Welcome, welcome on in, everyone. You've caught us just at the tail end of this. I'm going to see if we can try and end the game right now. I have no idea if this is actually going to work. We will find out. So I don't know what Evil Eye does. I can't kill anyone coming on in. Let's just attack and see what happens. I'm assuming this isn't going to work. Something's going to stop me from winning. Okay, we just did it. We just got to attack. We were fine. Everything is K. But yeah, welcome in everyone. We are just playing some KC Cup. We're playing the Fluffals. Draft Fusion comes in. Fluffals best deck. I mean, in my heart, Fluffals would always be the best deck. But, you're going to run out of time? No, we never run out of time here, Manicus. That's not what we're known for or anything, okay? We never run out of time. That's that other tomato streamer. I'm subbed to you on YouTube. Didn't know you had a Twitch. Yeah, we Twitch. We Twitch. We usually rush, but today we speed. Basically, our speed is almost entirely Fluffals. We basically, Fluffal Orchest is our bread and butter. It is what we love. We're not fantastic at it, but we make do. We're currently building a couple of other speed decks, but they're coming along very slowly. Very slowly. So, when in doubt, come back to old reliable, right? We need the water fusion so they can vanish. Oh, the, you talking about... God, there's so many. I don't know if you're talking about Cruel Whale, which doesn't vanish, or the Octopus, which I think also doesn't vanish. I'm actually a little bit confused. We always bear here. We always bear. I also need to concentrate, unfortunately, because otherwise I will run out of time. How did you get that map? This was from the anniversary event. You have to, like, type in the code, I think. Okay, what are we doing here? We are always just going to take this, right? There's no reason not to. Oh, no, there was a big reason not to. Ooh, this is why I need to concentrate, because I'm a big dummy otherwise. So we should have taken that. We can still kind of get where we need to go. We have to discard Harp. Things are probably fine. Things are probably fine. We're going to be a body short because we did that. Ooh, that kind of stings. That kind of stings. It is what it is, though. We made our own mistake. Now we have to accept that and move on. We'll grab out Babel. Can you still get the map? I think you should still be able to get it. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. Does that mean we just have to just hard ding pass? That sucks. Especially if he's actually on Dark Magician. This is going to really suck, but I think I still have to do this. Well, out you come, boy. there's like... what we should have done is, instead of taking wings, because we needed to get an Orcust in the graveyard, that was like the top priority, we should have taken sabers, discarded with our skill, got sabers and chained to the graveyard, then use sabers effect to bring it back onto the field, and we would have been hunky-dory. But we kind of messed up. So we would have had full combo otherwise. Oh my god, is this Buster Lock? Would you look who it is? It's Icy. Well, we should probably give out our actual shout-outs, actually. So we should always shout out. See if this works. Shout out to Jar Fusion, who raided into us. And we can also give our shout out to Icy. Hey. I remember how to Twitch. I'm a streamer. What should I use my points for? That is an excellent question. What does anyone use their points for? Orcust Harp Horror is an interesting draw here. I don't think I need to do anything with it. Because we can just link this off. I still have a normal as well. I need to get this in the graveyard either way. So I guess we will just use Toy Vendor, discard. That is funny, I guess. I actually don't know if I like that or not. Right. Let's go wings here. Banish Bear. I would love to draw another card. Activate the Toy Vendor in graveyard. Yes, please. So I can just get another Toy Vendor on the go if I want. There's not really much of a point in doing so, so I think we might as well take this for the normal. But then if we do that, we can't do that. If we do that, though, there isn't much left in the deck to actually get. Taking either of these... I guess we'll take this. We'll activate Bear. I think there was a much better play there we could have done, but we're this deep now, so... Who's currently in here? It's just you two. So we will go ahead and activate Toy Vendor. We will just discard Harp here. There's only one card we need to not draw. And that was not it, so we're good to go. Alright. Get this out. Alright, let's just make this for now. See what happens. Summon out Phoenix. Phoenix effect. Discard Sabers. Target whatever. Target this. What does Memories do? Okay, that's fine. How many Fluffals do we have in graveyard currently? 1, 2, 3 material. Right, we'll normal this. And we'll just go for this. Now we're going to drop Fright for Fusion. That one is either of them. We'll make this. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's bring out the boy. Use the effect. Start popping board. Yes. 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 Right. That's all gone. And we don't actually need to do anything else, right? We'll just go to battle. Attack. Has he got something? Attack. Fight for Tiger is adorable. I mean, yes. Alright, what's he doing with this? Banishing it. A fusion summon a Buster Blader. Okay, that's fine. I will allow it. Are we doing a fusion? Okay, what are we making here? This one is the pain in the ass one, right? Cannot be summoned away. This card cannot attack directly against... Dragon-type monsters and your opponents cannot activate their effects. So can I just do this? And just get rid of it? It goes away. Continue attack. Yeah. And that's all it takes. Alright, let's catch up with chat so I don't actually just completely lose track of everything. How is the run going? I mean, the run's going pretty good. We've lost one game so far, and that was to Ra, and that's because we still don't really understand that deck. But I've been told deal with the spell card, so that's what we're going to try next time. Manicus comes in with the gambling. I mean, we don't really do much gambler here. We'd have to come up with something to gamble for, or like gamble around. I gotta go. Wish you the best of luck to get beaten up by Blue Eyes, Mega, 4.5k, 5k beat stick like I always do. I mean, it's not a good speed tomato sauce stream unless that is happening, right? We have to get beaten up by Blue Eyes at least once or twice. That's just how it goes. Depends where the campaign banners are. I might have found it. If he summons the fusion and the synchro, I'd cry. It's fine. We just beat him up. That's what we do. I remember having an 82 win streak with my Paleozoic Zodiac deck during the full power Zodiac format, and my win streak was broken by Buster Blader. I didn't even brick. I mean, that's just it, right? If you have like a Floodgate deck, it just kind of does that shit, right? Gems, let's go. Exactly. I mean, we're planning, I see, to go all the way up to, you know, the second stage. Probably not today. We'll probably play some more on Tuesday. Oh, we're against another Yugi deck. This time, the old Blackluster Soldier. Interesting, interesting. So we already have a Toy Vendor out. We already have a good discard for the Toy Vendor to get our combo going. So, I don't need you. I don't need you. I guess it's going to be you or you. You give me the extra body I need, so you probably make the most sense. Yeah, we're going to take Sheep. We're just going to go ahead and get out the Sheep. I'm going to normal out the Vendor. Oh, actually, I probably should have taken the other one. That probably would have been smarter. But it is what it is. Okay, that's an interesting. We can use that to get anything in the graveyard we want, which we could do that, which is not bad. I guess we will go Harp here now, then. Bring out Skelly. Then we just go Galatea. Up your pop. I think we do just straight fire the Galatea. Pop this back in. Grab out the return. We'll then link these two off into decode. Out you come, decode. Then go symbol. Bring back Galatea. Then we'll just overlay into Ding. Maybe leaving Ding on the board isn't the right play, but I mean, at this point I have to just sack it off and then have nothing in replace it. That doesn't seem good either. Getting that in the graveyard also doesn't do a ton.